guys, it's Miss Maya from the Green Free Library, here to share another story time with you. Welcome to everyone who's watching. Let's say hi to our friends. You ready? The more we get together, the more we get together, the happier we'll be. 'Cause your friends are my friends and my friends are your friends. The more we get together, the happier we'll be. The more we get together, the more we get together, the happier we'll be. Hi to Anna and Peter and Andrew and Kate, Quinn and Suri and Stanley and Henry and Lydia and Parker and Ella and Charlie and Ava and Veda and me. The more we get together, the happier we'll be. Hey, thanks. Great job, guys. I got to meet Charlie this week. It was pretty cool. So, when I was looking over my Storytime stuff from last year, the videos, I remembered a song that we did in the fall. And it has the same tune as The More We Get Together. And it's called The Leaves Are Changing. I have a flannel board to help us here. Do you remember it at all? Let's see. There it is. The leaves change color. Let's give it a try. The leaves are really changing, are changing. The leaves are really changing, for autumn is here. See, red leaves and orange leaves, right? And what other color do we have? And yellow. Uh-oh, I'm losing my fall thing. Yellow leaves and gold leaves. The leaves are really changing, for autumn is here. We'll have to try that one again next week. I'll see if I can get my fall words to stay better. All right. Okay. Let me put that down here because I've got a lot of props today. So let's sit down, all right? Okay. Show me those hands. Open them, shut them. Open them, shut them. Give a little clap. Open them, shut them. Open them, shut them. Lay them in your lap. All right, great job, guys. So it's still the same season, and it's still the same month. What are they? Fall and October. Very good. Let's get our board, and we'll spell those together. First, we do the season at the top, right? F-A-L-L. Fall. Very good. And what about the month? O-C-T-O-B-E-R. October. All right. And now it's what? It's calendar time. That's right. And today is Wednesday, October 13th. We'll get our pumpkin calendar here. There it is. So we're going to need to put some seeds on 7 days. Which 7 days? Do you remember? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. Okay. I'll get our glue on here. I think I'm soon going to need a new glue stick. I've used it a lot lately. I used it on our art project today. So I'm kind of running out. Alright, and now we need what? Our pumpkin seeds, right? Because we got to cover up those days. And they're over here today. You ready? Help me out. Cover 7, 8, 9, right? What's after 9? 10. Correct. Then 11. And number 12. And number 13. And there it is. Okay, very good. I see I dropped a leaf on the floor. Oh dear. Okay, so we talked about pumpkins last time. and how pumpkins are ready to be harvested in the fall. And today I have a story called The Little Pumpkin, which was written a long time ago, by a woman named Emma Florence Bush. And this story, it doesn't have any pictures. So I have it on my Kindle, and I want to read it to you, though I did make a flannel board to use. Sorry, I got distracted. My Kindle went to sleep when I wasn't supposed to. All right, so I'm going to try and figure out how I can do this for you today. You hold on a minute, all right? Because I have to read the story because I don't know it by heart. But I want to show you the pumpkins too. In the pumpkin patch, on the vine where he grows, okay? Can you see? All right. So once there was a little pumpkin that grew on a vine, and there he is, in a field. All day long the sun shone on him and the wind blew gently around him. Sometimes the rain fell softly upon him, and as the vine sent her roots deep into the earth and drew the good sustenance from it, and it flowed through her veins, the little pumpkin drank greedily of the good juice and grew bigger and bigger and rounder and firmer and firmer. By and by he grew so big he understood all that the growing things around him were saying, and he listened eagerly. I came from the seed of a jack-o'-lantern, said the vine to a neighbor. Therefore I must grow all jack-o'-lanterns. So did I, said a neighbor, but no jack-o'-lanterns for me. It is too hard a life. I'm going to grow just plain pumpkins. When the little pumpkin heard he was supposed to be a jack-o'-lantern, he grew very worried, for he could not see that he was in any way different from an ordinary pumpkin. And if Mother Vine was expecting him to be a jack-o'-lantern, he did not want to disappoint her. There he is. And here's all the other pumpkins. All right. At last he grew so unhappy over it that the dancing little sunbeams noticed it. What is the matter, little pumpkin? They cried. Why do you not hold up your head and look around as you used to do? Because, answered the little pumpkin sadly, I have to be a jack-o'-lantern and I don't know how. All I know how is to be a little yellow pumpkin. Then the merry little breezes laughed and laughed until they shook the vine so that all the pumpkins had to tighten their hold so as not to be shaken off. Oh, little pumpkin, they cried, why worry about what you will have to do later? Just try with all your might to be a little yellow pumpkin and believe that if you do the best you can, everything will be all right. We know a secret, a beautiful secret, and someday we will tell it to you. Oh, tell me now, cried the little pumpkin. But the sunbeams and breezes laughed together and chuckled. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Just grow and grow and grow, and someday you will know. The little pumpkin felt comforted. After all, he thought, perhaps if I cannot be a jack-o'-lantern, I can be a good pumpkin, and I am so far down on the vine that perhaps Mother Vine won't notice me. He looked around and saw that all his brothers and sisters were only little pumpkins too. Oh dear, he cried, we're going to disappoint Mother Vine. Aren't any of us going to be jack-o'-lanterns? Then all his little brothers and sisters laughed and said, what do we care about jack-o'-lanterns? All we care about is to eat the good juice and grow and grow. At last came the cold weather, and all the little pumpkins were now big ones, and a beautiful golden yellow. The biggest and yellowest of all of them was the little pumpkin. So he grew, right? There he is, okay? And the other pumpkins, they grew too. Oh, wait. This is the little pumpkin. Okay. And the biggest and yellowest of all of them was the little pumpkin, who had tried so hard all summer to grow into a jack-o'-lantern. He could not believe Mother Vine did not see him now. for he had grown so big that everyone who saw him exclaimed about him, and Mother Vine did not seem at all disappointed. She just kept at work carrying the good food that kept her pumpkin children well fed. At last, one frosty morning, a crowd of children came to the field. "The pumpkins are ready!" they cried. "The pumpkins are ready, and we're going to find the biggest and the yellowest and the nicest to make a jack-o'-lantern for the Thanksgiving party. All the grandmothers and grandfathers and aunts and uncles will see it, and we are going to eat the pies made from it." They looked here and they looked there all over the field, pushed aside the vines to see better, and all at once they saw the little pumpkin. "Oh," they cried, "what a perfect jack-o'-lantern! So big and firm and round and yellow. This shall be the jack-o'-lantern for our Thanksgiving party, and it is so large there will be pie enough for everyone." Then they picked the pumpkin and carried him to the barn. Father cut a hole in the top around the stem and lifted it off carefully and scooped out the inside, and the children carried it to Mother in the kitchen. Then Father made eyes and nose and mouth and fitted a big candle inside. "Oh, see the beautiful jack-o'-lantern," they cried. All right, so where is he? He's going to be a jack-o'-lantern. There he is. You see him now? Then they picked, so wait a minute, I lost my place. I forgot where I was. Oh, that's kind of sad, isn't it? All right, I found it. The little pumpkin waited in the barn. "At last I am a jack-o'-lantern," he said. After a time, it grew dark, and Father came and carried him into the house and lighted the candle and put him right in the middle of the table. And all the grandmothers and grandfathers and aunts and uncles cried, "Oh, what a beautiful, big, round, yellow jack-o'-lantern." Then the little pumpkin was happy, for he knew Mother Vine would have been proud of him, and he shone and shone and shone until the candle was all burned out. The end. Sorry, I lost my place there. I hope you liked that story. I thought it was a cute one. And I also have another book about fall to tell you about. And it's called The Leaves on the Trees. And it's written by Tom Wiley and illustrated by Andrew Day. And this book talks about the different kinds of trees and the leaves and what they look like when fall comes. All right. So I'll take that book back to the library, and in a few days it'll be ready for you guys to borrow. So for our project today, we're going to make kind of an abstract jack-o'-lantern using shapes. Now, I like triangles, and so that's what I used, but you can use any kind of shape or shapes, more than one kind if you like. I used black and green and different colored orange triangles, and I cut them out from construction paper. Now, I made a big pumpkin activity sheet for you to use, or if you want, you can draw your own pumpkin. Now remember, a pumpkin's just kind of a big circle with bumps on the bottom and a crooked triangle at the top for the stem. All right, so you're going to need a big pumpkin on a piece of paper and shapes cut out from black, orange, and green paper, or you can take plain paper and color it those colors and cut out the shapes. And you're going to need scissors and glue. And make sure to have an adult help you with all the cutting parts, all right? So you're going to take your big pumpkin shape, and then you're going to take your small shapes, in this case my triangles, and you're going to glue them on to the pumpkin, and you're going to try and cover them all up, most of them. Don't worry if you don't get all of them. And it's kind of like doing a puzzle, you know. You're trying to fit the triangle pieces together. All right, now put the glue the orange ones on first, all right, and then take the black ones and glue them on top, and they can be the eyes and the nose and the mouth. And then have some green pieces, put them on the top for the stem, all right. And mine, when I was finished, it looked like that, okay. I had fun doing mine. I hope you have fun too. And you will end up with a pumpkin that you turned into a jack-o'-lantern, all right? Just like the little pumpkin in our story that became a jack-o'-lantern, all right? So that is all I have for today, guys. You take care. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.